What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Meta Tactics weekly update. We're going to go through all the meta formations. Got a lot of new formations in. As I said, we're trying to edge towards having a bit more fun while still maintaining that meta stance. We've gone with a lot of attacking stuff. As I said, I've always wanted to try new formations out. We've kind of gone through the boring ones and no one wants to play the same boring systems. One that I'm actually trying out, I kind of take influence from the 4-3-2-1. With the lack of the centre mid, of course. I know these are technically wide cams, like the 4-2-3-1, those wide cams. But I'm trying to play this like a 4-3-2-1 with the attacking fullbacks as well. So I'll just go through the tactics instructions. You can copy these and you can use these as well. Balance, we've got 40 width, depth 55, fast build-up play, and forward runs is currently what I'm running up. The reason why for fast build-up play is, don't forget, this is a 5-back. So when you get the ball back, you want those guys to be running up and down the pitch like attacking fullbacks as quick as possible. And then we got the 6 players in the box, 45 width, which I'll come to in a second, and corners and free kicks. You can use whatever you want. Now, I'm suggesting 45 width because what I think is a good number to use. What I'm personally using, I'm using 1. And the idea behind this is when I'm offensive, I want to attack in that structure, but try to maintain it like a 4-3-2-1. It doesn't exactly work and translate as it should, but I'm trying to achieve that, and I'm just using the fullbacks to be wide with hug the sidelines, but I'm trying to replicate the 4-3-2-1. As you can see with the attack, you can see it's quite similar, although you lack that centre mid. But I got Kirill, which I play in the centre, and what I do basically is, I'll just show you quickly what I do, right? So I'm just going to quickly a quick switcheroo. So how I set it up, so Kirill, the reason I put him there is because he's got the pinged pass. Then what I do is I go with something like this, and I put Athenea there, and I put Cecilia there, and Alvarez and striker. So you still maintain the same structure. Olga's probably the only passes built on the weekend. I can always swap Olga and Zambrotta around. To be honest, most of them I take Zambrotta off. Anyway, so that's the way that I play it. It's a very nice formation. I'm still kind of testing out, so you can test that with me. Let me know what your thoughts are on this formation down below. As I said, I'm still testing a few things out, and I'm trying to use 1 width right now. If you don't like 1 width, do use 45. Is it a formation to close the game? No, we haven't really got a formation to close the game, to be honest. I could always put them on stay back while attacking and remove fast build-up play, and I can make this a defensive formation if I want to on the go. Because don't forget, the key thing is I have CDMs anyway. In this formation, so actually I could technically use this as a defensive formation as well. We've got stay central, stay forward for the striker, and the Lamine around, we put them both on balance. Now this is the thing, unlike the 4-3-2-1, you're not going to have them narrow up front together, hence why we're using 1 attacking width. So I would put them on balanced. I'm kind of liking how they're playing. Both the CDMs on stay back while attacking, cut passing lanes and cover center like usual for all my CDMs. Just a quick top tip. This is mainly just for the elite players that are watching this, the rank 1s and 2s. I'm using deep line playmaker, but I'll be honest, you have to really know how to dribble on the ball to use this, because I find that when you have the ball with, especially 2 CDMs with deep line playmaker, sometimes no one to pass the ball to and rotate the ball around, so you've got to be comfortable. And left back, right back, I want to show you exactly what I do. So I've got overlap and join the attack. Now what I personally do is I leave them on balanced. Something I'm trying a bit more now. Normally, I've got my fullbacks always on join the attack naturally anyway. I either use stay back while attacking, and I use the D-pad tactics, attacking fullbacks, or I just leave it on join attack. I'm just trying this out, to be honest. I never really even thought about leaving it on balance, but I'm just explaining to you what I'm doing. That's just a few things that I'm doing, but definitely here, oops, definitely not do that there. You could definitely put join the attack and overlap for both of them. As I said to you, especially when I'm testing this formation, it's always good to explain to you what I'm doing and what I'm trying to replicate. That way, when you try it out, you can also try to do those things yourself as well. But if I give everyone deep line playmaker, the truth is maybe if you're watching this and you're a rank 3 or rank 4 player, you may really struggle to use it. So it's important that I make these things clear. If you want to get better at FC24, I do have an FC24 FIFA School Series. But before you skip ahead, what if I told you if you don't get better after 1 month, I'll refund you your money? I can say that because I've been running this school for many years and thousands of people have already joined and even stay on. We go over complete in-depth gameplay tutorials showing you the theory of it and then showing you gameplay examples in a structured format. Unlike my YouTube channel, they're a progressive learning system teaching you everything from the core mechanics to the meta so you can get better as a whole, with explanations that go beyond the scope of my YouTube channel. FC School has already started with new videos coming out every single week. These videos will adjust to the recent patches and updates so you can stay up to date and ahead of your competition. So come join thousands of others in a mature community for those looking to get better. Patreon.com/nilguides or click the link down below. Now when you join, we already have a library of hundreds of videos, more than my YouTube channel in fact, with new FC24 videos getting added constantly so you never run out of content. Remember, the biggest mistake people make is they spend thousands of dollars on FIFA points every single year thinking a team will make them better, but it won't. But now it's time for you to make that change. And don't forget, if you don't get better after 1 month, just send me a message and I'll refund your money. That is the Nil Guides guarantee. Patreon.com/nilguides. Link is down below in the description or click on the pinned comment below. We added another formation, is the 3-5-2. One thing I'm testing out now is defending this in a 4-4-2. I know they've nerfed the left mid and right mid. Title at number 10 came out yesterday, I believe, or yesterday evening or whenever it was, if I'm not mistaken. Left mid and right mid, no major game decisions on that one anyway, not yet anyway. Left mid and right mid, although they're nerfed a bit, it's not majorly nerfed. You've got long ball forward runs, 45, 65 and 45. As I said, forward runs, it's more attacking than direct passing. I prefer it a lot more, to be honest, and that's the reason why I'm just using it. And it's basically my same. I'm just going to let this here. You can just, again, remember, you could always slow the video down, click on the gear icon, or you can pause the video and go and pause instructions. This is my regular 3-5-2. The instructions are always been the same. So again, just pause the video, go back. You can make the video slower if you find things too fast. And of course, if I'm the UK, you're probably watching this on 2x speed. No sweeper keeper as well. I cannot remove sweeper keeper from all my goalkeepers, but I'm leaving them all on default now. Just something that I'm trying out, just because people are playing a bit more defensive and I don't find myself playing as much as a high line. But we brought this back. I think it's much more fun to play. I think this is the most fun formation right now that I'm using, especially because everyone is more this is a very important thing that I want to mention. Title update 10, no matter whatever it is, because after the Trevella nerf and everything else, I think everyone is playing a bit more compact. 2 CDMs, 4-3-2-1 defending in the 4-4-2, narrow width. I feel like you need a more attacking option. That's why I brought the 3-5-2 back. And I think it's going to remain in my tactical setup now. This is the problem. And then we've got the 4-3-2-1. This is PH Zin's tactics. Again, this is also on my channel. But we got here, use balanced here. Don't use, copy balance and direct passing. That's what I've done here. This is PH Zin's tactics. It's something that I was trying out. If you saw that gameplay video, I'm trying to find like a level where I can press with the you see 71 depth. It's very good to press. You know, we kind of got rid of the 44. We'll come back to this in a second. I'm kind of thinking of getting rid of the 44. I'm trying to make a 4-3-2-1 formation where I can press but not go super crazy, and I can always activate team press when I need to. What I mean by that is I can attack with a 4-3-2-1 like normal, but as you know, when you defend in my 4-3-2-1, it defends in a 4-4-2. So I've got the 4-4-2 here, so I'm thinking to get rid of this formation, the comeback formation, and maybe making this more of an attacking formation. So what I'm experimenting with now is making this like an attack heavy 4-3-2-1. We've got the width you can reduce is down to about 40 if you want to. Depth on 71 for auto offside trap. Then we've got balanced and direct passing. Now, let's say for example, actually I'll come back to that in a second. That's the tactics that I would use. And these are the instructions. You can just literally copy and paste these. It's kind of a mix of PH Zin's. I've just been trying some things out with PH Zin's tactics. He does use a lot of the players on balance. It's something that I'm trying out. I'll be honest, I'm not really the biggest a fan. I prefer stay central and get in behind for all these players. In fact, I'd probably recommend it. Of course, PH Zin's a pro player. But one thing I'm trying out is I'm putting the centre mid on step attacking. Alexis still stays on stay back as usual. And the left centre mid on get forward. This is the play that's going to come back. So when you're defending a 4-4-2, that will make the right mid. Ateneo make the right mid because she's going to come back in defence. And Neymar will make the left mid because he's on cover wings, come back on the fence. And then the left back, as usual, stay back, and then right back is on overlap. Now, what I was trying to explain to you earlier, hope I didn't confuse you, by 4-3-2, I'm trying to make it more attacking. Because I'm getting rid of the 4-4-2, I still need the 4-4-2 in. So what I've done is I've increased the depth to 71. Now, let's say, for example, I'm inside the game, and let's say I'm losing, let's say, 3-0, okay? And let's say with this formation, all I have to do is use the D-pad tactics, team press, and I can turn this into a pressing formation like that on the fly. So maybe the argument is I don't need the 4-2-4, but the 4-2-4 is good because you don't lose that, because you transfer defensively from a 4-3-2-1 to a 4-4-2. And that is probably the weak side of that form of the 4-3-2-1, is when you're transferring from a defensive phase to attacking phase. That's your weak point. So what I'm doing basically is, what I can do is I put fast bullet play and forward runs on as well. So let's say I'm losing 3-0 inside the game. I can just put fast bullet play, forward runs, and I can use team press when I want to with the D-pad tactics to then activate the manual pressure. So in effect, you're basically replicating the 4-2-4, kind of pushing that away now, because I don't really feel I need to use the 4-2-4 anymore. To be honest, I think most of the games now are coming to the state where everyone's playing a bit more passively. People are not scoring as many goals against me as they would. And I don't feel, even when I'm playing casual, just messing around, just on a Discord call, watching something on Netflix, I don't even find myself even conceding as many goals as I used to. Mainly just probably due to crossing. That's me closing down. Most that's my fault, me not closing the player down. So that is why I'm thinking of just getting rid of this and actually introducing a new slot. So this 4-2-4, I'm leaving it for this week just so you can notice the difference. So constant pressure, 71, long ball and forward runs. And what I want you to do is I want you to use the 4-3-2-1. And as I said, the way that I change it is I pause the game inside the game and then I activate long ball and forward runs if I need to. Normally I leave it on balanced anyway in direct passing, so I kind of walk you through at the end how I set this up. This is still my comeback formation. This is probably going to go away next week, so you can copy these down. It's not changed from last week at all. It's not even changed since the last couple of months, to be honest. So I'll give you a bit of an insight. So if I start the game now, I'm going straight to a 3-5-2. I'm not playing 4-2-3-1. It's too boring, to be honest. Although it's still meta, as I mentioned to you. The way the formation is used, it's changed now, as I mentioned to you. It's more of like a formation of close the game out. So I'll start the game on a 3-5-2, start on the front foot. And then if I need to, I can always switch to a 4-3-2-1 because it's quite an aggressive formation. But I can just go to the 5-2-2-1 because in essence, it's a 4-3-2-1. I'm trying to replicate that with the left back and right back going forward. And the benefit is if you lose the ball, yes, you don't have that centre mid, but you have two CDMs. So in effect, you have a deeper CDM, left back, right back going forward. So we're using a bit more of the wing play and the collaboration. The only thing I'm having issues with is these players I find to be sometimes a bit too wide. You will see what I mean when you play. That's why I use one width. So I could use any of these two formations. Most time I'm starting a game with a 3-5-2 and then I might go to the 5-2-2-1. This is kind of gone now to like an attack heavy formation. I can still use this if I want to, but the depth's a bit higher. So when I'm out of possession, I can press the ball, but it's still very, very effective. And as I mentioned to you, you can still use the 4-2-4 formation. But what I would encourage you to do, and I said to you, if you want to become that top tier player, the key thing is adapting a formation. So let's say I'm inside a game and I'm 2-0 down. What I could do basically is I can activate team press with D-pad tactics and I can make this formation even more attacking. So when I'm out of possession, I can press the ball even quicker with team press. So I don't have to touch. I can do this in game. I don't have to pause the game. I don't have to do anything. Then let's say, for example, it's still not working out. Then I can always put fast bullet play instead of balanced and forward runs to direct passing. And then I can continue to use a team press tactic. The reason why I'm not using possession loss, I feel like the team just press all the time. And I think that then makes the formation way too attacking all the time. Do you see? So do you see how I'm using team press to supplement the formation to help it when I'm out of possession to press the ball if I need to? That's the key with dynamically adjusting. That's why, for example, you might see, if you even look at the old days, like for example, FIFA 18 was a perfect example, right? You watch the pro scene. You always check. Remember, back in those days, they never had these formation slots, but you'd have the counters. Someone's using a 4-4-2, holding the ball, you match them with a 4-4-2, or you go to a 4-2-3-1. So and a 4-2-2. So these are all the things people used to pause the game and do on the fly. So it's all about matching your opponent and adjusting it for your style. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you want to join my Patreon, so it's patreon.com/NoGuys. In fact, we just uploaded a couple of videos, an hour-long actual theory video that we split up in different sections on advanced defending, how to use it, shouldn't use it, when to use a shoulder press, or shoulder seal out, should I say, shoulder challenge, or when to tackle and positioning, which is the most important thing. Everything's on my Patreon. Don't get after 1 month, there will refund your money. That's a NoGuys guarantee. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.